Today's no-code tool is going to be Glide. Glide is a super simple no-code app where we can actually build an application just from a spreadsheet. So I'm excited about testing this one out. Before we jump into that 10-minute challenge, quick recap of what we covered so far. So we've tested out Adalo, mobile friendly, desktop friendly, super easy to use. We can pull in external data. We can use analytics, got a nice free model as well. And we came over our time by just 10 seconds. That's largely because of the image loading. So I consider that a win. And we gave it a 9 out of 10. Really great, comprehensive no-code tool. We next looked at Buddybase. Great application as well. Not very easy though. This is what we call a low-code app. You probably want a little bit of coding experience to use this, but very, very powerful integrations with external data, analytics as well. And the kind of thing we can build a real application here, long-term application with this platform. So maybe one for the future. Today took us 24 minutes though to do that challenge. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Bit too complex for most of our needs. Today we're going to be testing out Glide. I am very interested to see what the time taken here to build our app is, and we're going to see what the rating is afterwards. Let's jump right in. So I'm going to start the timer and head over to Glide, and we're going to get started. So let's start that 10-minute timer. So I've logged in now just to save us a little bit of time. I'm going to start a new project, and that is going to be a mobile app. And I want to pull in data from Google Sheets. It doesn't let you do it by CSV, but luckily we have it. So let's see what we can get. I've got that up and ready. So it's integrated already when I signed up with my Google Sheets documents. So I'm going to load that up really quickly. So within 30 seconds, we've got our data integrated. And now it is creating my app for me. Awesome. Okay, what have we got? We aren't seeing any data. So what is going on? Oh, we are. So it's already populated this home page. I'm going to move myself down here. It's already populated the home page, which is great to see. So what have we got here? We've got on the left our tabs. What is showing on the screen? Yeah, we can keep the search bar. It's got this list element. I want to change that to card so that we're showing the images with the text. Awesome. And we're just going to get rid of one of these for now. What have we got? Let's see. Yeah, perfect. So we've just got the title and the description we actually want as the location. Awesome. So we've already got our data displaying here. We've got this random tab from our sheet that we don't want to display. So I'm going to go back. I'm just going to hide that. Sweet. It's already got rid of our tab. Now it looks like we can already click through. Yeah, so we can click through to a trip, and we want to just organize this to reflect how we want it to display. So we wanted to show, we wanted the trip name, but we've got this sort of collective block here. So we'd want the trip name, and below it we were going to have the cost. Simple as that. Awesome. So on the left hand, we've got all these elements. We don't want the trip link. We instead want the duration. Cost we're already showing. We've got duration, location, and then we have the description. Super easy actually to find these elements. We don't want the title, so let's get rid of that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Let's just tidy this up a bit as well. We got time. We got loads of time with this. It is a very, very easy app to use. A little bit limited, and you can't mess around too much with these elements, like the way that they're displayed. For example, like 7 days, we can't actually add that bit of detail here. But it's fine. It's pretty good so far. Now I'm going to test out adding a new element. I want to just add just a normal button actually. Right, here we go. Great. So I've got a new button, and what do we want to do? We want it to say your website. We don't want it to show notifications, but I'm just going to test that out. Quite cool little feature. Awesome. we want to link through to, let's see, open a link. We want it to be the trip link, and we want it to a web view, so it's sort of an external. So let's test that. Awesome, that's the link that we put in. So we are 3.5 minutes in, and we have populated this page. Even change the name here of the page so it's a bit tidier. It's putting in us from our CSV. We can view all those trips. Now, something that is not intuitive, I did a little bit of testing earlier to work this out. How do we add new data? So I was looking on the page level, like where the hell over here can we like add data, for example? But actually it's within the whatever that like main component is. So whether it's cards or a swipe or a list, which by the way is super cool as a functionality, makes it really, really easy. You even have a checklist of these things. Actually what we want to do is go over to our card list here, and we can add form. So we can actually, here it's going to show that plus button. We can allow people to add items. So if we click over to that form, again, it's like with Adalo, it's already populated this, which is super cool. So we just want to get rid of some of these irrelevant data entry points. Remember these sort of empty, random extra bits of data we've got in our CSV. Obviously, we could tidy that up. So we want the image picker so that we can add an image. I think like the other ones, we want a title, so it's pretty consistent. Here we can say obviously like enter description, for example. But we've got trip name, description. We want to actually do a, can we change the type of element this is? Let's see if we got text. No, so it's all the same size. I wanted a bigger box there, but that's completely fine. And I want a button. I don't like just having the ad on the top right. So let's see what we've got. So we want to say like create trip, save trip even. Right, let's see what the actions we've got here. So we want to create new action, and we want to let's see what the title does here. So options. So it looks like we might not have control over this. That's okay because we got it on the top right, but let's see what actions we've got. Show address, show form, show new screen, trigger zap. No, so I'm sure there's probably a way of doing this custom, because obviously we can do it up here, but let's not worry about it. For now, we have the functionality that we wanted. So let's get rid of this button. And we are 6.5 minutes in, and I've been faffing around. Let's test the app out. So I'm going to publish. Just test that it is working. Auto publishing. So there's a link here. I want to make it usable for everybody, so we don't have to faff around with login. Let's test this out. Okay, let's go back and try to do this without having to log in. Your app is public, right? So you still have to log in, that's fine. Okay, looks like we've overridden that. Awesome, so we've loaded our app up. We've got these data points, so let's check out hiking Cornwall with your dog. I can visit the website, should say test.com. Yep, so we can visit a website and we can upload stuff. Can we scroll? Yes, we can. We got test trip 2. Awesome. So we have done that in 8 minutes and 7 seconds. So what are we going to rate Glide? I think this is an awesome tool. I am going to give it a 10 out of 10. It does everything we need slightly limited in functionality compared to Dalo, but actually I think for most use cases for people particularly getting up to speed with no coding, or for building a no code app for a specific feature, or MVP, for example, I think this is awesome. What do we hit? We hit 807, and we are going to make that green. Because that was wicked. That did everything we wanted to do. We hit all of our targets, and really, really happy with Glide. So just recapping those scores. Dalo came in pretty close. Body base a little bit too long, a little bit too complex for the needs of what we're trying to do. Glide has absolutely smashed it out of the park there. So let's see what comes up in the next video in this series.